Hello everyone, this is Raptor, and we're here, finally, with Dark Souls 2. Scholar of the First Sin, as we can tell. And oh boy, has getting this guy set up been a journey. So, my computer is not the best, and I was using hardware encoding, which basically means it's using my graphics card to do the encoding process. And yeah, I tried starting this video like 2 or 3 times a couple days ago, and my graphics card was not happy at all. So I switched to software encoding, which I'll be watching like quality and stuff. It should be fine, honestly. And I actually did some testing this time instead of just sort of jumping into it, like I was doing on my last attempts. And luckily it does not impact my CPU all that much. So we should be fine. But we'll see how it goes. And of course, as I say that, I'm watching my utilization on my CPU just slowly rise. Hopefully this will be the one. So I just finished Dark Souls 1 about a week ago. I meant to start this sooner, but E3 and hanging out with friends sort of got in the way. But we're finally here now, and we're gonna be doing Dark Souls 2 in preparation for the Dark Souls 3 half-blind run, is what I'd call it. Cool. So let's get going. Let's get going. I think I'm probably gonna watch, just go through the opening cutscene, just because I feel like that's, that's kind of like what you do. But I think what I'll do is turn the volume down, and I'll just be talking over it, just because more than likely people have seen this cutscene, and if you haven't, it kind of doesn't freaking matter, because this cutscene has no bearing on the story at all. But let's just go ahead and get that started. I'm gonna turn down the desktop audio real quick, and then we'll just turn it down to here. Oh god. We'll do it live. We're doing it live. We'll just kind of throw it there. If the volume doesn't really come in at all, that's kind of fine. I'll turn it back to normal once we get started. I think I'm offline on Steam right now, although I don't know what bearing that has on I don't know how much bearing that has on the online mode, but it seems like things connected fine. I didn't see any errors or anything. So this will be well, to preface, the Dark Souls 1 playthrough went much better than I expected. But I guess that kind of makes sense. I had one full playthrough under my belt, almost a second one, and then like a small amount of a third. So I guess I had a lot of experience. I also, in terms of the content I consume, the online content I consume, most of it in the Dark Souls world, it's usually focused on Dark Souls 1. Mostly just because I find a lot of the cool runs and weird things that people are doing are in Dark Souls 1. And I've particularly avoided Dark Souls 3 stuff for just for spoiler reasons. I've already know a crap ton about Dark Souls 3, and I don't want to know anymore going into it. But for my point of all that was, for Dark Souls 2, I've watched maybe 1 or 2 runs, sort of while I was playing other games. I just kind of had 1 or 2 like speedrun. It wasn't speedrun. It was like Lobos doing whatever crap he does. And I've done one full playthrough through all the DLC and not even all the bosses. So I know a lot less about this game. I'll definitely remember things and like locations of items and, you know, certain intricacies of level and boss layout. But other than that, you know, I definitely have a lot less experience with this, and this will also be interesting in that I haven't done this will probably be another quality build is what we're gonna go for, and I don't really know the weapon that I'm gonna go with. I imagine the Claymore is still in this game. It's kind of funny because my intention in Dark Souls 1 was to go with a quality build. And I decided to go with this Zweihander, which has more of a strength weapon, for sure. But we ended up going to the Claymore, which is a pretty typical quality weapon. So I don't know what we'll go with in this. It would be cool to, like, use a boss weapon or something. I just don't know, like... I don't know. I don't know. There's so many weapons in this game compared to the original, I think. And I'll be curious to see what we sort of end up seeing. It might be one of those things where we switch, you know, 5 or 6 times throughout the run. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm really looking forward to this. Having to deal with a lot of the things this full melee will be interesting, especially with if you watch the Dark Souls 1 playthrough. I relied quite a bit on dodge timing and parrying, especially, and both of those have been nerfed in this game. They're worse. At least dodging in the beginning. Parrying is sort of just bad all around. I would like to parry though. Like, I would like to attempt parrying. You know, not sit there for an hour and practice parrying a dude, but you know, try to work it into the repertoire of things. Because that's kind of how I've been with Dark Souls 1. Is I try to work parrying in as much as I can. So here we are. Let's do it. Yeah. So my first couple attempts at recording, I'd like get like right here, and like all of a sudden the screen would just like pause, no sound, no visual. Like basically it looked like my computer froze. But that was just a GPU side. I guess my graphics card was just so overwhelmed from the encoding, as well as trying to run the game, that just got effed. I know there's an item somewhere over here. Maybe it's on this side. Good little guy. I thought there was one. Wait a minute. I missed something. Did I miss an entrance over here? I did, didn't I? Yep. Okay. Grab this. Hopefully my, oh, that's dumb. Hopefully my, oh, excuse me. Oh, jeez. My controller decides to not be dumb. I don't know what's up with my controller. It works fine most of the time, and then other times it'll just like just start like locking like stick inputs, my stick inputs. So like if I'm walking a certain way, it'll just like keep, even if I let go of the controller, it'll keep the character walking in a certain direction or something like that. Oh yeah, I need to turn up the sound. Let me do that during this. Hopefully it doesn't skip the We're gonna move this up. I apologize for the live sound adjustment. Because that'll probably mess some of you guys up. Just having it on in the background, all of a sudden it just gets louder. And I apologize for that.
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them. Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed. What is
Great.
your name?
So I was half considering doing a, let's see, what's our name? Cabral. Again, this name is a name that originated back in my WoW days, World of Warcraft. He's my main character. He was a warrior, so warrior archetype. Always name him Cabral. But yeah, I was half considering doing like focusing more on lore and like NPC interaction than I did in the previous game. But I think I'll do that in like another playthrough, and whether I lump that in with pyromancy or if I just like, you know, a pyromancy or a faith build or something like that, or if I specifically do like a lore run. I don't think I'll do that here because I don't want to. Oh god. And the game crashed. Well, that's dumb. Alright, we're gonna keep doing this live. We'll see. That because of the recording? I didn't see my CPU spike up at all. I will open my I'll just pull up this guy here. Yeah, OBS is lying to me on the CPU usage. I guess maybe that's OBS's CPU usage and not overall. Alright, hopefully. Do we have a character? We have several characters. I don't know. Just go with this one. And we'll see where we end up. I don't want to have to start this over again. Okay, so we ended here. Yeah, so after the whole skedaddles with getting this to work, I decided to begin the process of ordering new parts. Hopefully that'll prevent these things from happening in the future. And maybe this has nothing to do with this at all. Maybe maybe this thing is just being difficult. Okay, we're finally back. Let's let's get through this before we crash again. Let's see. Battle scarred warrior, high strength, dexterity, skilled with weapons. That sounds more like us, right? Knight, high HP and adaptability. Is there a? Oh yeah, there's stats. So what are our stats here? What is that? Intelligence? No. What is this? Level. Oh, that's level. Vigor. That's right. Vigor, endurance, vitality. Oh, vigor's health, vitality. Yeah. Attunement, not gonna be. Faith, who cares? Intelligence, no one cares. Adaptability, great. Dexterity and strength. Okay, so we want the guy with the highest strength and dexterity. 15 and 11, 11 and 8, 9 and 16, 9 and 14. Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't want... And deprived in this game is just god-awful. Yeah, so I guess the warrior, and we also get a life gem, which is kind of nice. God, the armor on this looks just terrible, though. That's not good armor. Gifts. Word bone. Seed of a tree of giants. No. Toss into the bonfire. No. I guess we'll go with this to trade early on. See if we get... I don't know if there's set trading things for giving that item, or if it's randomized. I think for this game the... that stuff is randomized. So. Alright, gender, male, build... I don't remember what we went with last time. Did we just go like... We went like slimmer? Do that. Physique. Oh yeah, we're buff. Of course we're buff. Homeland. Oh god. I didn't do that much character creation last time, but I think I'll do a little more this time. Oh. This is some like Final Fantasy stuff right here. Like all of these hairstyles. Although they aren't spiky enough, to be fair. We just go bald. I guess we just go bald. All these other ones are just like... Eh. Ah, this one looks so like... Like, I don't know. Some like douchebag librarian or a vampire or something. I don't know. We'll just go with this. We'll go bald. Hair color, who cares? Eyebrows. Should we go no eyebrows too? Oh, we kind of look like Patches now. Maybe this is the Patches run. Alright, let's go with purple eyes. This is purple. His best color. Oh, we could go with beard? We're no longer Patches though. Kind of looks good though. Go that. And then like dark brown hair. Like, or no, like cyan. No, I'm just playing. I'll do that. Oh yeah, we'll go like a dark brown here. Or just a regular brown. Yeah. Tattoo. Ooh, can we get fancy here? How could we get fancy? I think my original character had a dragon, and then I put it over her eye so that the dragon was like looping up or something like that. Or was it, or either that or I did this one on her eye. I can't remember. Alright, let's do, I don't know. Big dot looks silly. Alright, what if we do like this? Or no, this? This? Yeah, this. And then black. What if we do white? No, black. White seemed cool until I looked at it and then it didn't seem cool. Alright, how do I... Yeah, we look great. I think. I'm unsure about the tattoo right now. I want to change the tattoo location. There it is. Tattoo. Oh yeah. Position. Yeah. We want it down, I think. Just like... What if we put it up? And maybe a little to the right? Or like slightly more down. And a little to the right. Oh, frickin' hell. Game! There we go. Okay. And slightly to the right. Yeah, like right there. And then maybe we shrink it a little bit. Now it looks like... if we do it red, if we make it red, it would look like the anime, like frustrated, like... fucking graphic. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's flip it a little bit. What if we do like that? Did it look better straight up? No. No, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah. Look at how... Oh, beard color, okay. Look at how great we look. We're like Patches, but a hipster. I just need like a backwards snapback now, I think. And I kind of like the face too. I think we'll probably stick with that. Yeah, I just need like a backwards snapback and then like cargo shorts. That'd be pretty good. Alright, hopefully we don't crash when we try to finish. Praise. Praise him. Praise the sun.
To break the curse. You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Has she told us we're gonna lose our souls over and over again yet? Or they're just gonna laugh. Look at this, look at the candle flicker. It's like 4 frames.
And trot along
Again. They showed again.
Hold on to your souls.
Oh yeah, here it is.
They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh,
Yep, see?
I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
You look great. What's interesting is she says like the souls, my souls are the only thing that keep me from going hollow. Oh god. We still okay. She says my souls are the only thing keeping me from going hollow, but if I remember correctly, Dark Souls 1, I don't know if they ever say it explicitly. Here, what we want. There's some like human effigies in here, I think. Dark Souls 1, whether they say it explicitly or not, is like you go hollow when... Oh, this is the wrong way. We can go kill the... We go kill Big Boy? Let's do it. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Dark Souls 1, like, sort of establishes that you lose your souls by, like, not having anything to live for, essentially. I think? Because, like, who do we know... Oh god, we do 0 damage. This is gonna go terribly. Oh, look at that damage. Woo! Alright. I don't think we're gonna fucking do this. This is dumb. This is dumb. It's gonna take way too long. But yeah, I mean, who goes hollow in Dark Souls 1? You know Oscar goes hollow. But like, they sort of almost make it seem like it's because he died. So, I mean, that kind of reinforces what they say in this game. Cool. That kind of reinforces what they say in this game. That like if he lost all his souls and kept dying over and over again. But yeah, it's like, is it... Because all the other NPCs lose their... like... They don't as far as we know, they don't die. Like, we never see them die. But you all of a sudden, like, who is it? Siegmeyer goes hollow. Solaire goes hollow, and from their stories, they sort of imply that it's because they had some sort of purpose to what they were doing, and that purpose, their existence proved to be futile or non-purposeful in some way. So I think Oscar is the only one, and even him, like, we don't know his story beforehand, so even him, like, his thing could go either way. What's better here, this dagger or damage goes down? So yeah. Don't shoot an arrow at me. Wait, did that hit me, or did that just... That actually... Oh. Well, I took some damage, so I guess it hit me. Cool. We're just gonna go through these tutorial areas. Real quick. Real quick, like. Oh god, I can't see. Didn't see. Fine. Come here. Alright. Come over here, grab this. But yeah, I mean, I would like to do like a lore run through the games. To, like, see what we can... see what sort of conclusions we can come to. Not like the lore hasn't been talked about a lot, and I've listened to a lot of and read a lot of like lore explanations, and not a lot, but if you know of Epic Name Bro, he will often talk a lot about the lore during his runs of this game, or of like the various Dark Souls games. So that's I've attended a couple of his streams while he was doing that. Can I walk, please? Okay. Thank you. Because I definitely need an amber herb. You miss a guy? Oh, okay, never mind. That guy looked like he had what's it called? Like knight armor from the first game. Alright, let's... Come on, move your dead body. One thing that really stuck out to me about this game, which I don't see mentioned all that much, is that things get like pushed back when you attack them. So, like, I know when I was playing through my original playthrough, is I was using a spear, and I eventually switched to the blue flame sword, and yeah, there were a lot of times when I'd like attack twice, and then all of a sudden the enemy was too far away for me to hit them the next time. I was like, what? What? It was very silly. So I'm gonna have to think more about the combat from Dark Souls 1 compared to Dark Souls 2. Definitely, like, it definitely feels a lot different. For sure. And that's one of the big things that stuck out to me, and I don't think I've really seen it mentioned anywhere. Most people complain about adaptability or parrying. But I'll talk a little bit more about that stuff in the next episode. Let's go ahead and set out our bonfire here. Also, I really love the Majula music. It's hard for me to rank it compared to Firelink Shrine, but yeah, that's I think that's gonna do it for this. This episode's gone on pretty long. And next we'll be exploring Majula, and then heading out toward Forest of Fallen Giants, more than likely. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm really looking forward to this playthrough, actually, because this will be the first time I really get to deep dive back into Dark Souls 2. And I really enjoyed this game. I really did. But yeah, thanks, guys. Where's my wave? Gotta do our wave. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'll see you on the next episode.